Hey, it's me. So, work, right? We all have to do it in one form or another. We're supposed to have this work life balance, but do we? So, I saw this thing online and there was this poll. It was done a few years ago, and it was about how many people like their job. They surveyed a million people, or maybe it was a billion people. I don't know. It was a lot of people. And it was for people who had full time jobs. So, how many people do you think liked their job? Or, really, I should say, how many people do you think did not like their job? Because the survey showed 85% of people hated their job. 85%. That's a lot of people. And it really got me thinking about complacency. We have to work to live, and that's life. But most people have a craft or something that they enjoy that can also be lucrative. It's just applying to a position that needs that specific skill set. And complacency, it can come from a lot of things. So for me, I've had a lot of jobs in the past decade. Like every couple of years, I'm looking for a new job. And when I'm looking for a new job, I'm not usually looking for what I want to do or what interests me. I'm just tired of being where I'm at and I'm just looking to get out of there, probably make some more money, and move on. So, for instance, I used to work at a factory, and it was shortly after I graduated college, got my bachelor's and all that stuff, and I just needed a job. So, I ended up being there for like a year. And, it was physical labor, and that really took a toll on my body. Like, literally, right now, today, my knee and my arm will still hurt an entire decade later. And when I worked there, one of my coworkers, she had been there for almost 10 years. And I was telling her about how, I have my degree and the field that I like and, what I wanted to do and how it wasn't that. And she was saying how she was in school and she didn't end up graduating, but, she got a job there at the factory and she didn't plan on staying either. And she was talking about how time goes fast and, when you look up, I'm going to end up being like her because she had already been there for 10 years. And for me, I'm going to look up and 5 years later, I'll still be there. And instantly I was like, oh, no, 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 that's not me. And I did eventually leave. Like I said, I was there for about a year. I left and I got an office job that following year, and I got a job as an administrator. But administration was not my field or what I wanted to do. It was not what I went to school for. It wasn't what I liked. I literally have continued this same exact cycle of find a job that's different from my previous job. And then it was really based off of that. So it became, well, I don't want a job that's factory work. I don't want anything that's tedious like data entry. I don't want to work in a call center. Oh, I've been working from home. Any job I have, it has to be remote. So I started looking for jobs based on the things that I did not like from my previous positions instead of what I do like. Like, why am I not looking for jobs based on what I like to do or on the skills that I want to learn and what I want to grow into? Why am I not looking for companies that promote or provide a service that I naturally enjoy or companies that have values that I align with and apply for them because I like that company? And let's be real, half the time these jobs are underpaying you and they know you are worth more. They depend heavily on you and your coworkers or whoever it may be. They may act like they're incapable of learning whatever process. Oh, you are so good at this and you just always figure things out. But sometimes the reality is they just don't want to do the work. So they just want to drop the things on you so they don't have to do it. And they come to you like you're Superwoman or Superman. But if they dug into it, they could resolve it too. And I'm not talking about teamwork or when you're genuinely helping someone with a hard issue, because we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, and you are there for a reason, and there's obviously value in your skill set. I'm talking about when someone has gotten too comfortable with you doing things so they refuse to try or learn, or when someone wants to slack off and they really just don't want to put in the effort. And half the time, the slackers, they do one thing and they want all the praise and the recognition like they haven't been slacking. Like, they've been slacking, but they aren't used to putting in effort. So for them, they feel like they deserve an award. But that's what you do consistently, constantly, on a regular basis. So since you're always used to putting in that much effort, it's the norm for you. And these jobs, they know it. Look, stop letting these jobs underpay you and undervalue you. A $50 gift card at Christmas, okay, that's cool, but how about a 5K increase in my salary? Don't get caught up in fear or anxiety of change. So, next thing you know, you look up 10, 20 years later, you're still in that same job, complacent, not making what you deserve, or working in a field that you don't like because you became comfortable, or you got stuck in the history, or you were afraid of learning something new. Learn something new. Do something different. Because the reality is, you're probably already uncomfortable. Your brain has probably been nagging at you for a long time that you don't like it here, and deep down, you know it. So don't stay miserable at your job. And I'm speaking to myself too. Because no one said it was going to be easy, but it should be worth it. I mean, there are literally people who have professions in more things than you can think of. There are people who are professional cuddlers, dating profile ghostwriters, food tester, tissue paper graphic designers. It is literally so many opportunities out here to find and do something that you enjoy. Let's not be in that 85% of people who hate our job, because complacency is not getting us nowhere. Anyways, these are just my random thoughts.